even in here, is there... I guess there's still, like, the cloudiness here, like the foggy map thing is pretty cool. But I literally ran through this and the fog didn't open up, so... you can't always use it as a metric for where you have been and where you haven't. So this should be where I gotta go. There she is.
Cloud! Over here! Let's get started then, shall we?
This theme is just so good.
I think Midgar's this away.
Should be, yeah.
Funny, isn't it? How small it looks?
It is far away.
So, did something happen between you and Tifa? Don't look so shocked. We're roommates, you know.
She say something?
Not about you two, no. Still, I can tell. I would have given anything to have a friend when I was growing up. Don't take her for granted.
Just go! AT, BT, you know the drill. Find these terrorists.
They're looking for us, aren't they?
Gotta be.
Alright, here we go. Fugitives. We have the convenient climb pole here. Just go wee.
Just what do you think you're gonna go? Move along! Ah, there you are. There isn't much time. We need to get back to the inn.
But
Don't worry about your friends. They're safe. Trust me. No violence, please. This town suffered enough.
come on.
Follow me.
There's a reason this guy has bro in his name. But again, I mean, generally just overlooking the town, yes, it's a bit of a time-sensitive situation, but it just looks very cool. Mountains in the background, the rooftops, everything just looks really nice. Come on, bro.
Well, we know take the back now.
Hey, you! Seen anyone acting suspicious?
No, I haven't.
The moment any of you see someone suspicious, inform the nearest room. Got it?
I want them found. I heard about the reactor bombings in Midgar. That was you, wasn't it?
It's okay. I'm on your side. Got a contact at HQ.
You're with Avalanche?
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
Stop. I'll keep the troopers occupied. While we're talking, you two go up and over.
So this was one of those bits where, again, I was a little bit like, they just dragged this on too much.
May I ask what's going on?
We're searching for some fugitives.
Have you seen anyone suspicious?
Now that you mention it, I think I might have. Though perhaps it was just my imagination. Or was it?
Oh, for the love of... Get out of here!
That's sus.
Wait, I know I saw some people who had a fugitive air about them. I could remember their faces.
Annoy someone else. Stop wasting our time.
Yeah, so this bit was fine, and then from this point onwards where we have like this cover and stuff, I thought surely we could start walking normally again. But they force you to do this slow kind of crouch walk for this entire bit. And I was like, come on man, like this is too long. So it's like little things like this, sometimes I do feel like they're a bit dragged out. I get what I get what they're trying to do. You're like
They turn up yet?
observing
No,
the situation
but
from
we're still
above.
searching
And
buildings.
Well, search harder. We gotta find them.
so we have to just continue this slow crouch walk all the way. But thank you, bro. Almost there. Still have to keep crouching.
That went well. The inn's not much further, but stay on your toes.
Where are they?
Down below, waiting for you. The tunnel in the basement will take you outside of town. Leave now, and they won't catch you. Head to the east. A friend of mine runs a farm out there. He'd be happy to help you. Also, take this. It's a transmuter. Converts raw materials into more practical items. A Republic antique, but it still works. You'll get more use out of it than me.
Why are you doing this? Could have just turned us in.
Yeah, I could have. But this town and I have a history with Shinra. Who knows? Maybe this will turn out to be the worst decision I've ever made. So before I change my mind, you better get going.
So yeah, bad timing I think for the transmuter tutorial. I'll explain this later. We're trying to do an escape here, and there's literally going to be an opportunity in like 5 minutes to run through this stuff anyway. There's no point using the transmuter now anyway. So it's an oddly timed tutorial, I feel. But we can skip. And you can access it later in the menu again if you want.
Oh, you made it. All in one piece? Sorry we're late.
For the love of... Where the hell have you two been?
On a date. Kind of. What?
Rip.
Well, that was the last one. At least till things calm down. Got that? Now, let's move.
Even red. But yeah, what if I want to go on a date with Barrett in Gold Saucer? That's the one I want to see.
Where to now?
Where there's a draft. This way.
Looks like a job for me.
Come on then, gang. I'll quickly grab this. There you go. Something for the transmuter, which we'll check in a sec. It's almost time to hit that open world. That semi-open world.
Just look at it all. It's so green. A living, breathing planet. Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
It may look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
Guess I still have a lot to learn.
What do you want to know?
For starters, how do we cross these plains?
Come on now, that's easy. The same way you get anywhere. Pick a direction and start walking. Left, your left, right. What?
I guess we won't be coming back anytime soon.
Guess not. Let's go.
And there it was! The first step on our new journey. You coming?
Yeah.
Of course we are. Right?
Follow me.
All right, let's get this show on the road, people.
Okay, choosing your party. Adjust your battle party from the combat settings screen in the main menu. You can create up to 3 preset parties to swap between. While exploring the world, open the commands menu and press L1 or R1 to switch parties. That's really cool. Okay, discovery markers, story markers, and placing your own pin. That's good. Okay. So here we are, my friends. This is the expansive, semi-open world of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And yes, we now have transmutation available, so we're going to be like scavenging for items around the world or picking them up as drops from monsters, and then we're able to basically transform these into useful items. So we'll have a look at that shortly as well. But yeah, this is it. How different does this feel to the first game? I mean, it's absolutely insane. And yeah, as I've been saying, they really want to recreate that sense of adventure and wonder and journeying into the unknown that we felt the first time we made it out of Midgar in the OG. Excellent. Okay. There is a lot that you can do here. When I was playing the preview, as I say, I tried to focus mostly on Chapter 2. I skipped ahead a lot of stuff, and I thought, let me try and basically complete Chapter 2 as well before the session was over. And I got absolutely nowhere near. I had maybe like, I don't know, an hour and a half in Chapter 2, close to 2 hours, something like that, and I was still like far from completing everything. And so, yeah, like the scale of Chapter 2 is definitely impressive. So I think the first thing I will show you guys is the item transmuter. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Gather materials as you go, and if you have enough of them you can craft stuff, and then you gain experience points by crafting, and then the more experience you have the more stuff you can craft and all of that jazz. So yeah, and well, this item now requires fewer materials to transmute as well on top of that. So that's what we have. I think I probably want to focus on basically getting the chocobo first. I feel like having a chocobo to explore around is going to make life so much easier. Like this Grasslands area alone is obviously very big, and there's a lot to do. So yeah. So yeah, for starters, we will head out on foot. Also, what we need to do is... Why can't I... Yeah, combat settings. Let's have a look at our parties here. Party 1, Cloud, Red, Aerith. Then we have Party 2, Cloud, Barret, Red. Party 3, Cloud, Aerith, Tifa. Okay. I think because Red's the new guy, I do want to keep Red for now. But I do want one party that's like... like basically two long-range specialists plus Cloud. Cloud has to be in all parties, it seems. And then, yeah, this party... I think in general, because obviously Aerith is best at healing, I feel like Aerith kind of needs to be in almost all the parties. So for now, I'm kind of going to forego Tifa a little bit to use Red, because I think they're relatively similar. Red is also agile and quick as a fighter. And we'll kind of go from there. So I think for now, we'll just stick with party number 1. And get into some fights and just see what happens here. So I don't have any synergy abilities yet, so when I press R1, like I don't get anything appearing. Right, Red 13 can definitely take down enemies with his razor sharp claws and fangs. Press that. Successfully guarding its attacks fills a vengeance gauge, which can be consumed to enter... Okay. See some abilities: Sidewinder, Punishing Blow from above, greatly increased vengeance gauge. Okay.
Moving on then.
Nice. So especially early on, probably a good idea to get into some fights. This is a thing that I didn't do again in the preview that I did. I was more interested in just trying to make progress, because I generally understood the battle situation anyway. So I skipped a lot of the kind of overworld battles. But in general, when I'm walking past like what looks like a point of interest, obviously I'm going to do my best to investigate that. But especially I think after we have a chocobo, it's going to make life a lot easier to explore places. You may find useful supplies hidden among abandoned facilities and settlements. Open all the chests in a location to mark it on your map as complete. So they want to keep you motivated in terms of exploration. And well, so many games do that these days. It's like big, expansive stuff and lots of like picking up items and exploring, that I think it's quite intuitive for a lot of us, and it's generally quite fun. Obviously there needs to be enough going on that if it's purely just wandering around picking stuff off the ground, then obviously it's going to get boring, but I'm hoping they've got enough going on, and I have to imagine the high review scores also mean that there's just more to it than that, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, at least it tells you how many there are as well. There's 2 of them there. That's fine. Well, that's a bit of a big drop, surely. But I don't think there's such thing as full damage in this one, so I think we can take some liberties with our jumps. You can already see, I mean, you could spend absolutely hours, even in this bit alone, just exploring. But again, this is another place where I'm just like, the close camera is just not a good option in my opinion. I'm going to go even further out here. There you go. The more of my surroundings I can see, the better for me. It looks very likely to be the kind of game where if you are going to platinum it, you're probably going to want a guide like to see where everything is on the map and that kind of thing. Nice. Doesn't seem to be too much of an abundance of enemies here. They're trying to keep it relatively chill, allow you to focus on your exploring. Also, another thing I'm generally curious about is how good is like the interaction between the party members going to be while you're out and about and just exploring. So far, you can kind of see and hear that it's been silence between them. They're not really talking to each other. I'm sure that's the kind of thing. I think they'll probably reserve it for when you're more like on the story path. They probably don't have enough dialogue for all of this like hours and hours and hours of exploring that you're going to do. This place looks quite busy. I think this was my target anyway, right? Okay, we've found our way towards it, basically. So we'll head to this destination to start, and then maybe... I did kind of want to check out the windmill sort of bits there as well. But I think on foot it's just a big ask to explore all of this place. I think I'm going to stay on task for now.
It's important to make sure.
Okay, Mr. Oliver.
Need to be nice and prompt so that
You'd be the Avalanche, folks. It's okay, I'm on your side. Heard you be heading my way. You're safe here, but not for long. By the sound of it, Shinra's leaving no stone unturned. Might want to hole up at the old dock out by the swamp. I'd wager Shinra's forgotten it's even there.
Okay. One of these, we don't really need that. So these are still here, vending machines. And we've got some discounts. I've got 6 already. It's only 100 gil, why not? This is also... Okay. I'm gonna check this too. So this is somewhere where I can do this stuff, fine. So I think I need to have a quick look at my equipment and materia here. Like I say, for now I don't want to get too bogged down in all of this stuff. I'm sure we'll kind of get there when we need to. What do we have? Assess, healing, and fire. Keep it simple. So we do have all of these already. Wow. Oh wait, does that? These are the ones we got from chapter 1. We got to keep them. That's interesting. Okay. Poison, precision defense. That's nice. So everyone already kind of has their own distribution of materia here. So I guess I won't play around with it for now. Weapon ability damage. Restores HP when activating Vengeance mode. Do that. Okay. Also, I do kind of have my DLC thing. How did I get that? Get that too. Yeah, I guess this materia cannot gain levels. We've got Chocobo and Moogle already here. Okay. So we already got Ifrit, Shiva. Okay. I think I should probably buy a healing materia for her. I thought she'd have one by default. Let's grab that. Obviously, we're going to need to upgrade the levels of these, so the earlier we start to invest in them, the better. Honestly, I have a mind to basically get one for everybody eventually. Like, every character just has one at least. Yeah, I mean, we're already 3 hours and 21 minutes in, and we have absolutely, like, barely scratched the surface here. I guess they did end up basically saying that there was no way that we could tell the whole story and kind of do Final Fantasy VII OG the way we wanted to just by making it into one huge game. And I was always a bit like, yeah, really though? Like, come on, surely there was no way. But seeing like how big they've gone with this game as well, and the fact that there's still a whole other game to come, it's like, okay, fine. If this was genuinely your vision of how you wanted to do it, I'm like, okay, fine. Like, you're really kind of fully using the 3 games here to tell your reimagined version of the story. Right, these guys. I'm kind of surprised they're so small. I always thought they were more like legit elephant sized. Okay. Let's see how we do. Assess. Yeah, but I need ATB for that, right? Give it an assess.
Best do it right.
Exploiting their elemental weakness will pressure them, while their guards up, landing powerful abilities from behind will pressure them, but also cause them to see red. Okay. Cool. Right, let's go for a fire.
It's on you. Ready when you are.
When in the throes of battle, the entity slumbering within an equipped summoning material may begin to stir. Yep. We don't need to do that right now. Yep, long range magic. Hold down square to charge the Tempest skill. Striking an enemy with a skill fully charged will summon a fleeting familiar. Okay.
I'll take care of this.
That's dead already.
Okay. That'll do. Get him. Over here.
Yeah, that wall shifting is interesting, actually.
Try using it.
So they definitely kept this from Remake. Let's use a spell here. It's not the right spell, but...
Why don't you leave the way?
You're done.
Do we have any synergy abilities yet? Ah, we do. Okay, utilizing ATB commands marked with a thing will grant character synergy. When 2 characters share enough synergy, you can apply their abilities. Okay. increasing limit break levels, granting unlimited MP, or extending the duration enemies are staggered. Okay. So we need 3 each.
Now's our chance.
This is it.
Nothing to it.
Now, the characters that you're not using are also gaining levels, which is nice. That's good. And now when we do this, can we see the SP? Let me just check. Combat settings. Right, so, command menu. Yeah, let's switch to this one for a bit. Get Big Boy Barrett back in there. The long-range assassins.